In 1808, Missouri, an enslaved girl learned something that would save her life. Not how to run, not how to fight, but how to listen without being heard. Her name was Elizabeth Keckley. She was born into slavery, surrounded by cotton fields, whispers, and fear. While other children learned when to speak, Elizabeth learned when silence mattered more. She watched the way voices lowered when white men entered a room. She noticed how punishment often came before words, and she understood, very young, that memory could be a weapon. Years passed. Elizabeth grew, but she never stopped observing. By 1820 in Baltimore, she worked as a seamstress inside wealthy homes. Her needle moved quietly, but her mind was always alert. Behind fine dresses and polished manners, people spoke too freely. They assumed she was invisible. They forgot she was listening. Elizabeth heard plans, arguments, fears meant for no one else. She never reacted, never repeated a word. In 1825, Washington, D.C., someone tried to escape. The attempt failed. The consequences were swift, but not loud. What followed was worse: silence, shame, and watching eyes. Elizabeth learned then that courage without patience could destroy lives. From that day forward, she carried every secret carefully, like glass. By 1840, she earned her freedom, not through force but skill. Her sewing became her independence. Each stitch paid for survival. Each garment brought her closer to safety. And then, in 1860, she entered the most powerful home in America. Elizabeth Keckley became the dressmaker to Mary Todd Lincoln. Inside the White House, she heard things history would never record. Worries, grief, private fears spoken behind closed doors. She stood closer to power than most free men, but remained silent. For 50 years, she never revealed what she knew. Not because she was afraid, but because she understood something rare. Survival is not always escape. Sometimes, survival is remembering, and knowing when silence is the only thing keeping you alive. Elizabeth Keckley carried her memories quietly, and history moved on, never realizing how much it had trusted her. Some secrets are not meant to be spoken. They are meant to be endured.